Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
It's a lot of damage poke-wise here.
Oh yeah.
And he's going to commit. So
now we get to see exactly who's going to be playing what. I assume that it's going to be dead.
Yeah. Luckily, Duda doesn't have to flash, but he's still in a really rough spot. His owner's going to come up here and try to set up for something against this early Maokai. Might just hard force the dive.
Well, let's see. There's the flash. Dudu is very, very dead, but can he get something back? The answer's yes, and that's an execution. All right, of course it is. Available from Dudu. He was going to hit him regardless. Yep. Very, very cute. As Gumayusi is just trying to do what he can here. Does have to flash away, though. Carrier also misses the Peacemaker. But you can see the looming Piggy. Owner making his way in. And Winter's Wrath's going to come down. And despite the fact that a few things worked out, I think this still is going to go in the wrong direction. The Permafrost comes in. Owner survives. Carrier also lives. Moham's dead. And the Piggy goes down. But it doesn't matter. Look at all these minions.
Look at all the minions. This is a real game where we talk about Zeri scaling, and the laning problems aren't really an issue anymore.
No, 100%. No, you're exactly right. This is still a tightrope walk. And this draft gap is nowhere near the same as in game number one. Game number one, there was, like, T1 could do everything face up and still just win because their champs did stuff that were better than the opposing champs in the positions that they put themselves in.
Yeah, the difference in this game is that T1 can do those things if they play like T1.
Yeah.
Guess what? They're T1.
Yeah, and they probably will be T1 as Youngjae has to flash. Permafrost almost stacked up there as Twisted Advance to get on in. Youngjae is going to see what he can do. That's the wrong turret. He's still dead. And that's going to be Zeus picking up that kill. But Bulldog now to come on forward will be able to pick it up. Perfect execution is exactly that. And the young player doing fantastic work already.
Yeah, this was a bit of an overextension here for T1, and Zeus is just so squishy. You know, at this stage of the game, Dudu has level 6, so gets on top of him there, and you're playing with a Maokai could root. So it's really easy for that gap to be closed for Dudu there. This does, of course, allow Faker to get some extra push in mid. Looks like he might pick up a plate here just barely before he is forced back by Bulldog. But 2 kills to the Akali this early on in the game is amazing for Kwangdong Freecs.
It is. Almost all the plates are gone, which is a worry. Nature's Grasp going to come forward as Carrier is going to sacrifice himself for the good of the colony. You love to see it. And that is going to make sure that at least Gumayusi survives.
Giving the kill over to, as this is end up being Youngjae going for the Twisted Advantage here, punching Zeus.
Oh, that's the solo kill! Dudu is going to pick it up. He was already smashing this lane, actually. All right, let's check out the replay one more time. As we were trying to watch this, the turret's going to fall down. That's all of the plates. Bottom lane's still a disaster, but this was pretty cool.
Youngjae smashes him towards this Renekton, who has ult available, and Zeus is just so squishy.
Yeah, well, Zeus might also be dead again. He is. Taeyun is going to go down as well. He's not the main character of this story. T1 are just going to walk up the bottom lane.
Put plates on those turrets.
Yeah.
They're trying to get an inner sub 10.
It's a lot of money.
This is just Kwangdong giving up bottom.
Yeah, Faker's going to come on over. The backflip does come forward. Emperor's Divide avoided. Very nice. Ace in the hole comes in, and Bulldog has to flash. Oh my goodness. That arrow did a lot of work.
So this is now a base race in League of Legends. And you kill him, you actually make sure that he can't play the game. You change their weak side to be an extreme weak side. But now the lane swap comes through.
Yeah.
And this is where you have to actually commit heavier. Youngjae has his ultimate here, but he's not where he needs to be to stop this from going down. So this is just going to go down for free, and so much money is being given over.
Well, Taeyun's still going to dive on in. There's the final chapter as Carrier with the barrier is going to come in. Taeyun's dead. The Renekton also died somewhere on the map. Not entirely sure how that one happened. Ace in the hole flying towards Bulldog as Faker still.
If T1 don't misplay there, you throw your life away.
And that is precisely what happened. 30 CS is the difference here. 2,000 gold, the lead for Gumayusi. That's what happened. And this time, it wasn't because he killed all of the champions, although he's done a pretty good job.
They're not too worried about the retreat here.
Oh dear. Ace in the hole is going to come in, but it's going to be interrupted. Carrier trying to flash out of this one. Does not work. puts down the snap trap. It's actually kind of cute how that one went down as Bulldog looks for the backflip, does not get it, and also Gumyushi makes it under the turret, so he'll be fine. So 0 and 2 for Keria. A little bit unfortunate on the Caitlyn this time around for the support Caitlyn debut. It will be a Chemtech Soul, so not a great one, not a favorite.
Not amazing, especially not for T1's comp, because they don't want any of these champions to be half health.
Well, Gumyushi just gonna have to try and get himself out of this one. Try and hope and pray.
There's the money.
And there it is. Taeyun's gonna pick that one up.
Finally, he gets his shutdown.
To have a health bar. And Gumyushi's doing a great job of hitting these cues and making sure that he... Okay. Ona just throwing that one willy-nilly. It's absolutely fine. Chains of Corruption gets
bullet hell.
A lot of dashes coming on in there as the Rift Herald going to largely be ignored. Is Ona in a bit of trouble? There is the Crocodile coming forward. Faker trying to get rid of Bulldog, but it doesn't quite work out. Now Bulldog on the run, trying to get out. Faker sets up the Sand Soldier and is going to be able to lock that one down. So mid lane and traded for the jungle as Youngjae could be going down here as well. But the
trying to chase this one down. Just takes so much damage.
This is crazy. Keria is just walking at this inhibitor turret alongside Zeus. And he's putting down snap traps. He's just making it really difficult as Taeyun's going to take an ace in the hole. And Gumyushi looking for a little bit more. Final chapter comes down. Ona's happy to tank it. And this inhibitor's dead, Wolf.
Yep.
Like, what's happening?
I mean, no, there's no response because they try to make the Maokai rotation happen top. It doesn't work. If Maokai's bottom, you could try to set something up with your ult.
This game feels unfair again. Although it shouldn't be. It shouldn't feel like this.
It really shouldn't, but it does. And this is basically T1 saying, oh, CV Max, you like, you said this season's going to be a scrim. Well, we'll give you a scrim. Although most games that go like this, because he's going to be so far away from everything, knows how deeply T1 push away all the wards. There's no flank angles here. They checked twice, thrice to make sure there's no Renekton flank.
Yeah. Well, that inner turret is also going to go down. Bulldog has to go back to base, and maybe that just means T1 walk over to the Baron and take this one, because look at all the darkness that Kwangdong Freecs have to trek through in order to make it to the Purple Worm.
No TP wards, nothing, no options here. They have to kind of siege their way through the jungle. There's a Maokai ult.
Yeah, Nature's Grasp to come in. That's a brilliant Glacial Prison to make sure that the Maokai can't get anything done. But can someone get out of here is the question as Emperor's Divide gets rid of Bulldog and Faker just sweeps him up on his way out. It's a 1-for-1 in the end. Ona might fall down, but honestly, he's done his job. Fantastically well done. Picks the right angle in order to escape as well. And T1, they just lose Gumyushi. They trade it for Bulldog and a Baron, and you take that every day of the week. And now they're looking for even more.
He's going to push mid, try to get a second inhibitor here.
Oh, Faker is just massive, by the way.
Shadow
Luden's
Flame.
build with Shadow Flame just complete. Has an unbroken stopwatch as well for even more safety.
And he set up this Sundis turret, which feels just unnecessary at this point, but...
Any super creep enjoys as they head towards the Nexus turrets, Wolf?
Gonna be a second inhib. At bare minimum, as Guma's respawned and headed down mid, and they can just go back 30 seconds until the Drake spawns, and that will be the Elder spawner, plus the Soul, which...
As T1 just look to secure this Soul. We'll see whether they do get it. T1 and, Zeus and Gumyushi chilling here in this mid lane. Nature's Grasp once again as Faker shifts the sands to get out. Ona is going to break up the brambles as Youngjae gets into the backline. Keria trying to keep himself alive as the Zeri is starting to have a moment, but it stops immediately. Youngjae also going to try and twist and advance his way around this one. Bulldog flashing after getting that shuriken onto Faker. Finally some revenge, but the game, I think, is just done. Dudu and Moham, they are left alive, but these Nexus turrets are not going to be so lucky. Look at a Jace just mow them down.
What a series we witnessed tonight, Atlas.
we definitely witnessed a series. Goodbye, Moham. You will be remembered as Dudu. I don't even think he wants to. Gumyushi's there, but he just can't get access. Hail Arrows comes down and Gumyushi's dead, and Ona is just going to get out his flail and finish off the Kwangdong Freecs. There goes 2-0 for T1.
That was